Welcome back to Pres Co. I'm the BiznessPres, and I just want to start talking. I want to start talking about crypto, the world of opportunity that awaits, what it is, what it can be, and just to anyone who doesn't quite understand, because it is a lot to take in. Now, I've been researching for a couple of years. Now, I'm a fast learner, I've done a lot of research, had a lot of time, so I want to save people that learning curve the best way that I know how, by bringing my perspective and my research, my analysis. So let's just start with the main thing. What is crypto? What is cryptocurrency? It's thrown around the world all the time. You see it on the news. It's changing people's lives. It's ruining people's lives. So how can you get it to change yours without it ruining yours? So there's a lot that goes into it. You've got the emotion and psychology behind it. You've got the many different approaches to it. First of all, it's not just like stocks. All right, if you buy your crypto and leave it on an exchange, you're trading it. All right, and that's that hodl mentality. It's just hold on for dear life. It's just you're trading it. You're waiting for it to blow up to this imaginary number that everyone's thinking about. But there's no real strategy behind that. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different ways to play the market. You can make money on the way up. You can make money on the way down. You can make money by holding it. You can make money by lending it out. You can make money all sorts of different ways. Now, I tried all sorts of different ways. And if I had just stuck to one, maybe two, just had learned as much as I could about those one or two strategies and just kept it simple, kept it safe, and not got blown out with the hype and the euphoria. Again, the market, the emotion and psychology. When everything got up, everyone was happy and excited, and it should have been selling to those fools, not joining in. You can't join in with the sheep and expect to beat them. So yeah, I've learned a lot. So, what is cryptocurrency? Let's first explain Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you can argue it was made first. I think the whole ecosystem was made first, and then they rolled it out in phases. And the first phase was Bitcoin. Now, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is money. New money. Digital money. Online money. And it's just taken the world by storm. And why? Because how can you make new money? This isn't money that's stored in central banks and controlled by the treasury of your country. This is money that is detached from centralization, from civilization. It's come out of the cloud. You know what I mean? It's coming out of the cloud. So how do we get on cloud nine? All right. So Bitcoin was money, and it's made to be able to send to people for purchases, for payments. All right. It didn't really adopt that way. It's taken a new form now. It can scale. It should be able to scale. We might see it scale. Bitcoin Lightning is in play. The Lightning Network, when it comes out, it should make scalability. It should do everything that Bitcoin was supposed to do. But where is all the Bitcoin? Who's got it? That's the key question, right? The key players in this game hold Bitcoin. There's a lot you can do with Bitcoin. You can buy it, you can sell it, but it is the leader of an asset class. It goes up, cryptos follow. It is a tide that rises all ships. It goes down, crypto goes down. So it is the leader of the market, has been for a long time, and there are many oscillators that when they're finally free from Bitcoin, they go on an incredible run, and we might see those playing out very soon. I think XRP just broke the Bitcoin resistance that it's been in a long-term range, so it'd be very interesting to see what happens now. Bitcoin is money. You're supposed to be able to pay anyone around the world. You know, no borders, nothing like that. You've got your wallets. Don't have mine handy, but it's pretty much just like a USB. You put it on there, there's a passphrase, all that. It's offline, so if anything happens, your money's safe. Once you plug it back in, then you can send it to exchanges, swap it around, this and that. Essentially, you can travel anywhere, take your Bitcoin, swap it into whatever country you're living in, make that work. There's a lot of different things you can do. Let's say you have 1 Bitcoin, 10 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoin. You don't want to sell it. Why would you? So when the market's low, you could get a loan against your Bitcoin, play the market, sell enough to cover your debt, leave the rest in for whatever strategy you want to play out. But you can do that. You can do that against your Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. Like, if you've got money, the exchange is more than happy to pay you yield, as well as centralized finance, as well as that. That's how DeFi works. DeFi's whole decentralized finance, all the tokens on the back end, which I'll get into shortly. They want the value to be on the platform, and the more users and value is on the platform, the more. Yeah, look, it's full on, it's intricate. This is getting pretty deep. I just wanted to start one step at a time, right? So let's keep it simple. This is for the beginners. I'm the BiznessPres. I run the Daily Trend, and that is a trading system that I use. But right now, we're going to see what is crypto, what is Bitcoin, what is it all right? So you come onto CoinGecko.com or CoinMarketCap. Let's go there. That is a popular one. CoinMarketCap.com, and this brings up all your cryptos. All right, up here it's got 21,000 cryptos. That's about accurate. They're not all going to last regulations. Most of them are scams, memes, hype coins, pumps and dumps. I'm invested in utility, and I'll get into that when we explore Ethereum and XRP. The market cap is slightly under $1 trillion, and the volume is very low, under 50 billion. Dominance is run by Bitcoin, slightly by Ethereum. So as we come down, we've got Bitcoin, we've got Ethereum, we've got some stable coins, we've got XRP, Binance, all of that, and then the list goes on. They all do something. All right, this is the interesting part. They all do something. What do? Some of them are exchanges. Some of them are lending platforms. Some of them are staking platforms. Some of them are stablecoin yields. Some of them are browsers that will pay you in crypto to watch ads. There's lots of different things that they do, but they all run off Bitcoin and the Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin, it's under 20 grand. It's been higher, it's been lower. It works in cycles, in macro cycles. Every 4 years, the Bitcoin rewards halve. It's called the halvening. All right, so you got supply. There is 19.154 million coins out, and there is only ever going to be 21 million coins. How do we get the rest? It's computers mining for the cloud. They mine the Bitcoin, it comes out, they can then sell it to exchanges to get their income. When they do it is up to them. That's how the Bitcoin comes out into circulation. They send it on exchanges, people then buy it off exchanges, and then they do what they do from there. And as you see, we've got these big pumps, these long corrections, a big capitulation dump, and then it starts all over again. So if we can get in low and ride one of these pumps, that's great. We can start building our wealth, our capital. There are many different strategies to this. Okay, so you can read the white paper, and here's the website. Let's have a cheeky look at the website, right? So you got your wallets, you can buy, get started. Don't know who's made this. Bitcoin is decentralized, like no one owns it. There's no bank of Bitcoin. There's no company called Bitcoin, nothing like that. You can get GPUs if you wanted to tomorrow, mine your own Bitcoin and get on the Bitcoin train. Like there's many ways. You can mine Bitcoin. You don't have to trade it or do anything. You can mine it for 10 years. You'll be a millionaire. So every 4 years, those rewards get cut in half. And that's why supply and demand shocks and we go through these things. Now it's interesting because Ethereum just went through a triple halvening. Ethereum, if you go back here, so Bitcoin is money. All right? It's very accurately described as digital gold. Now, it takes a certain perspective to see it that way. But when you only need Bitcoin and you can retire, well, it's digital gold, simply put. Ethereum is the digital network. All right, Ethereum is smart contracts, which means it carries out tasks. And when Ethereum came out, it was proof of work like Bitcoin, but you had to mine it. You mined the Ethereum, so it was inflationary, more and more come out. It wasn't capped like Bitcoin. See, there's no max supply. So it just keeps coming out, just keeps coming out, keeps coming out. Now, they don't do that anymore. They just change from proof of work, mineable, to proof of stake, where you have it, you put it away, and it generates you yield. This is the start of decentralized finance. ETH created the gateway to be able to do what I'm about to explain in the Web3 is like just value that creates value. It's interesting, right? First, let's just back off to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is money like dollars. And I just want to touch on the fact that this very important number right here, maximum supply 21 million. Why does that matter so much? Well, let's go and have a look at the circulating supply of money. Okay, this is the United States money supply. Since the 1960s, it was flat, it was stable, right? Now at this time, dollars were backed by gold. They were actually backed by something of value. In 71, dollars come off the gold standard. And what were they backed by then? Not gold, not silver, not precious metals, not assets, not anything. Debt. It became debt. Borrowing, lending, fractional reserves, just centralized banking. They have all the money. They lend it out 9 times over. They give you a bit of interest, but not really because we see what happens next. They just inflate it. It inflates like crazy. Now, this is an index. Hang on. Not exactly sure what these numbers mean. But we're pretty stable from here. As soon as we come out of 71, we start to rise. All right, we're at 135. We rise over 1,000. All right, and then we hold steady for a bit. We hold steady for a bit. We pick up a bit here, and then something happens in 2008. Can we all remember what happens in 2008? I made a movie about it. It's called The Big Short. The housing market crashed and everything went down. Terrible, terrible. They called it the global financial crisis. Yeah, well, I hadn't even started yet, guys. What they've done since is inflate the system beyond repair. All right? They've started this in 08. And it went up and up and up and up and up. And what happened here? in 2020, in March of 2020, at the start of 2020, I'm sure we all know, this giant spike. America printed $20 trillion that year. Australia did the same thing. We printed 85% of our money supply. We nearly doubled our money supply. Why? Why did we do that? Seriously, why did they think it was a good idea to print all of this money with no backing and just flood the markets with it? Yeah, it was great for everyone with assets. But now we're starting to see everything, cause and effect. Now we're starting to see everything balance out and be like, whoa, what's going on? Everything just went psh. Cost of living's up 10%, fuel's up over 10%, energy's up over 10%. There's a supply shock on the world. Everything's changed. Everything's changed. Why? Because they printed all this money. Essentially, Australia doubling their money supply. Our dollar got cut in half. It become half as valuable because circulating supply come out. All right, there's only 21 million Bitcoin. If we went to 42 million Bitcoin, Bitcoin would less than half. Right now at 20, we would go down to like 5, 3. We would go way more than that because the whole market would be like, what the hell? What's the point in holding it now at 21 when we can just make more? That destroys the whole foundation of money. You need a good foundation to anything. If you have no foundation of money, what the hell is money? Let me show you what money is right now. And it's going. This tracks the debt. And it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. And what can they do? They can print more money. They can adjust rates, which doesn't work, just makes a whole nother problem. And there's just no stopping this. One day this bubble's going to pop and everything's going to get affected. Everything's going to get affected. There's one for every country. There is one for every country. And it's just insane. Like, money doesn't work how I thought it worked. No, this isn't it. Money doesn't work how I thought it worked, They're playing some evil games. It's like right now, you've got... hang on. What did y'all miss while I was on full screen? Let's go back here. While you've got these institutions, right? They hold all the money. And they've got people above them, bosses, workers, CEOs, and they've got a boss too. He's head honcho up here. Alright? These are not your friends, they're the bankers. The money's in here. The dollar bill, y'all, is in here. And it used to be gold bricks. They still have those gold bricks. They don't want to tell you that they've got gold bricks, but trust me, the gold bricks are there. When all hell breaks loose and the money doesn't work anymore, that's what they're coming back to. But this all funnels through itself, right? And these banks run through your country's treasury, which looks like the exact same building. And they're back and forth, mate. They're in cahoots with each other. Because these bankers talk to these wigs, right? And they make the rules. They make the rules that allow these people to play the game the way they do. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh, we'll bail you out, and then you help us out, and then we'll bail. Constantly, all right? So they're the banks. They've got all the money. They've got all the people. Everything goes up, all right? Money circles up. What's underneath it here? All right. Well, you've got branches of the bank, and there's accounts, right? These are not real accounts because you don't hold the gold in the bank. The bank prints you out credits. It prints out IOUs, digits on a scale, right? Ooh, squeeze them in there. It's credit. It's not real money. It's just based on the fact that they've actually got real money. Now, this is what our bank accounts are lined up with. Credit, all right? You have your IOUs. I'm here, all right? Got me family and stuff. Got me little kids, me missus. Life's good, all right? But we're on the outside looking in, all right? There's other people here too. There's me mate. There's old mate down the road. There's you, and you get me, all right? We're on the outside. We work for money. We put the money goes straight to the bank. And the bank says, yeah, this is how much you have, you can play with, rah, rah. Yeah. And that's it. Your accounts line up with these banks, and your money in that bank gets loaned out. They become the biggest lenders of this stockpile right here. All right, their little ball of gold. Whoa. Their little ball of gold. They're lending it out for interest. So they get to earn percent. All right, these gold bricks, they get to earn a percent. They earn through lending. And the poor suckers over here borrow. What do we borrow? This should really be in red. What do we borrow? We borrow money for a house to live. We borrow money for a car to get around. And when you borrow, or if you're silly like me, you buy a TV and an Xbox. This is before I knew what Bitcoin was. You borrow, you're minus percent. Your money's working against you. All right? So if you want to stop being part of this crowd, yeah, and you want to start being a part of this crowd, yeah, you see them. They've got the fancy jackets and they don't give a how much they spend for anything, and they're getting chauffeured around in their new cars and they're living the lifestyle. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. What I want is to retire. My secret money, my secret figure, is $1 million. This is my retirement plan. And this is what I can do with $1 million, right? $1 million at 10%, which is available now, gives me $10,000 a month. Can you live off $10,000 a month? Because I can. That's a lot of money. So if I had $100,000, I'd be getting $1,000 a month. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But that's like a side income. So I suppose $500,000, getting $5,000 a month, would replace me going to work, my partner going to work, and then we have time. Then we can work more, and then we can build this up from 500 to $1 million. Then we go from $1 million to $2 million. Then I can play trading, then I can do whatever. But once you have that capital, that digital goal, right? You're creating digital assets. That's what Rich Dad talks about. Digital assets. You want to be a rich dad like this guy right here, like me? Soon, one day. Whoa, what's going on there? Then, this guy teaches you the way to think, the way to learn, the way to grow, the way to play this game, so you can stop being one of the bottom feeders that the system is built for. Having your money work against you constantly over and over and over again, because there's just no end. There is no end. You can borrow and be in debt, or you can have your money, you can lend it out, you can earn. Now that's already principles in today's day and age, but what they've done, getting back to Ethereum, what they've done is built the new internet. Still with me? Built the new internet to be able to do that. This is Ethereum. This is the website. We're just going a quick little run through on this. Welcome to Ethereum. It's the internet that creates value. You get a wallet, you get your Ethereum, you start using the new decentralized web. And it's very, very fascinating. And this is what is coming out in the future. This right here, this developers, this is what they're building. This is the software that's coming out. This is Internet 3.0. This isn't, this isn't .com anymore. This is .com 3.0. This is whatever was back then, There was a lot back then and only a few made it. And that same strategy is going on now. There's a lot out. There's 20,000 out. Only a few are going to make it. Which ones? So you got to play it smart. You got to play it right. Is it Bitcoin? Is it not Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin going to die? Is Bitcoin going to get banned? Is it going to go to zero? Is it going to do this? Is it going to do that? That's why it pays to do your research. Now, I've done a lot of research. And I've made a Discord. This is Coin Traders Daily. This is where my coach is. Shout out to Nick. There he is, good man. This is my Discord. I've created this. I watch Bitcoin. I watch Ethereum. I watch XRP. I watch some other, as well as the macro. Very important to know what's going on in the world, because what happens if they print more money? What happens to my livelihood, your livelihood, if they just keep printing money? I'll tell you right now, Bitcoin's going to go up. So if they print money, they better give me some so I can buy some more Bitcoin. Do you get it? Do you get what I mean? So look, jump on the Discord. It'll get you started. Welcome, how to buy it, learn how to trade, be your own bank. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm doing right now. Okay? This is with Songbird. It's on the XRP platform, right? Flare Finance. It's a deep dive of its own, but essentially I've got this money right here. I've created this pool, okay? So they want you to put your money in different areas. Money, water, liquid. We've created a pool where I can put my liquidity. So I've done that, and now I'm earning sick gains, all right? I've got 81% on my free money, all right? These ones here, they print me money, and then I put that printed money into there. But why is it printing money? Because I have the asset, I have the underlying value. And that, in a long-winded nutshell, that's probably going on for a bit too long, is what Bitcoin, crypto, Ethereum, all is. There's a lot. There's a lot to take in. But let me just reiterate my point. If they're going to keep printing money, why are we working for it? Why are we holding on to dollars? Why are you putting dollars in your bank account trying to save 20, 40, 80, 100 grand to get your house and get in the market when they're just going to print it? These guys get to print it. Why do they get to just print money, put it in their pockets? Why can't I do that? Well, I am. I just showed you. But it's not fair. What if you had 20 grand and you nearly got your house? And then they printed all this money and your 20 grand now is only worth 10 grand. And then what's happened since they've printed all this money is they've adjusted the interest rates. So not only can you borrow less money, but you have to pay it back more. That's the way our governments are working right now, the fiat money system, the way it is right now. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And we can see it. We can see what's happening to treasuries, the debt market. It's just gone absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. All right? So our money is worthless. It's getting printed away into oblivion. What do we do about that? What do we do about that? We participate in crypto, the internet of value. We figure out what it is, what it all means, and how we can play it. And if we've got you keen so far, this is just one of many videos. It's an introduction to the introduction. Everything now gets branched off. The other bricks build on top of. Now we know kind of what Bitcoin or crypto, there's a new internet. Now we can see. Now we got to do. All right, we see, we learn, we do. Get skin in the game. Make some action. Surely you have savings. Everyone's got a super fund. The super funds are investing in dinosaur stocks that are about to go to zero, where you can have that money invested in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, earning 5% per year in an asset that macro goes up over time. Why? Because it's pegged against something that in the macro goes down over time. And there's all kind of games that get played politically, all sorts of, I don't want to get into that stuff. I want to get into financial freedom. That's what I'm about. Hopefully that's what you're about. That's what this guy's about. All the links are in the description below. If you like my rants, I like ranting too. Maybe I'll do some more. This is very easy. This half hour of just me blah, 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 rather than just sitting down, writing it all up, reading it 100 times, wasting all this time, chances go by. This way I can just fly out. So if you like it, they'll be shorter from now. I haven't even showed you a chart yet, apart from money. But yeah. Thanks for watching. I'm the BiznessPres. See you in the next one. Bye.